Hello everyone, welcome again to our math tutorial for grade 10 math. So now let us continue on our discussion about calculating measure of possession. So we are now on deciles and percentiles. So let us have first a review about measure of position. So when we see measure of position, it indicates where the value is located relative to the other values in an ordered data set. So it means that they tell us approximately what portion of the observation lies. So we have at or below the position or at or above that position. So in measure of position, so we have three. So it is Q, which means quartile, decile, and percentile. So when we say quartile, it divided into 4 equal parts. Kapag sinabing deciles, it is divided into 10 equal parts, and percentile, it divided into 100 equal parts. So now let us continue on how to calculate a deciles. So in calculating deciles, you will use this formula to find that position. So which is position of dk equal to k open and close n plus 1 over 10. So when we see k, it will represent the specified decile. So ito po yung decile number from 1 to 9. Okay? And n is that would be our total number of data set. So 10 is constant kasi sabi natin kanina, decile is divided into 10 equal parts. So now, let us first use two methods in finding the decile. We will use the Mendenhall and Sinsich method. So in Mendenhall, we will use this rule. So we all know that the half is 50%, the other half is 50%, and it's correspond to quartile 2, decile 5, and percentile 50. So kapag po ang hinahanap po natin is from decile 1 to decile 4, so it means ang gawin po natin is round up left side of the data. So, ibig sabihin, round up natin. If ang hinanap natin po naman is decile 6 to decile 9, so ang gagawin po natin is round down. Again, left side of the data, decimal. So, ang gawin natin is round up. Kapag naman po ay sa right side, is the gawin natin is round down. From decile 6 to 9, round down. From decile 1 to 4, round up. So, yung decile 5 is in median na lang po yan. So, nasa kalagitnaan lang naman po yung decile 5. Let us have an example. So let us say this is our example about Mr. Ling is an English teacher. He is interested in the reading speed of his students. So the following are the numbers of words his students can read in 1 minute. So find the seventh decile, then solve by using the Mendenhall and Sinsich method. So ang tinatanong dito ay find the seventh decile. So, by using this method. So, ano yung unang gagawin po natin on the first step in solving and finding the seventh decile? So, arrange first the data set in ascending order or from lowest to highest. So, ito po yung arrangement natin from 10 to 50. So, next po is solve for the possession of decile 7. Saan makikita si 7th decile? So now, let us use the formula of decile equal to k over 10 and plus 1. So what is our k? So our k is 7. So ito yung k natin, which is 7. And our n is equal to 15. So kapag bilangin natin ito mula dito hanggang dito is equal to 15. Since may k na tayo and may n na tayo, so substitute lang po sa dito sa formula natin. So it becomes D7 equal to 7 over 10, 15 plus 1. Then, ang kasunod po dito ay i-plus lang natin si 15 and 1. So 15 plus 1 equal to 16. Then, after that, so multiply lang natin po ito. So multiply, so it becomes 112 divided by 10. So if we divide, it becomes 11.2. So since decimal 7 is round down, so it becomes 11th position. So saan banda makikita si decimal 7? Sabihin, nasa 11th position po siya. So bilang tayo ng 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, ibig sabihin, decimal 7 is equal to 23. So, paano natin i-interpret po ito? Since decimal 7 po tayo, so kuya natin percentage, equivalent ng percentage ng decimal 7. So, it becomes 70%. The rest is 30%. So, ibig sabihin, decile 7 or 7th decile means that 70% of Mr. Ling students can read 23 words or fewer per minute, while the remaining 30% can read more than 23 words per minute. Okay, so let us have another example. So regarding on decile, so the list shows the scores of 10 more students. So meron tayong data set from 18, 21, 20, 17, 15, 19, 27, 22, 28, and 30. So find decile 3 by using linear interpolation. So what is the first step? So first step is arrange first the data set from lowest to highest. Then, after that, so find the position. So, saan makikita si decile 3? So, by using the linear interpolation. So, hanapin muna natin si decile 3, yung position ng decile 3. So, we have 3 over 10, then 10 plus 1. So, saan ang galing po si 10? So, syempre, so, we are now on decile, so divide into 10 equal parts. And our n is 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then, ang i-locate po natin is yung 3. Saan banda daw makikita si decile 3. So, simplify this one. 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. So, then, 11 times 3 is 33. Then, 33 divided by 10 is 3.3. So, ibig sabihin, nasa 3.3 position po si decile 3. So, ibig sabihin, si decile 3 po ay matatagpuan in between po siya kay 18 and 20. So, nanditong banda. So, itong portion na ito, banda, makikita si decile 3. So, paano po nangyari yun? Kasi since 3 po siya, so count lang tayo ng tatlo. So, 1, 2, 3. So, ibig sabihin, in between siya ng 18 to 20. So, how to interpolate? So, same sa ginawa natin dati doon sa quartile. So, una, hanap natin yung location ng 3.3. In between po siya ng 18 and 20. Sabihin, nasa 3rd and 4th position po siya. So, first step is subtract lang po natin yung larger minus the smaller. So, when we subtract 20 minus 18, it becomes 2. So, after that, i-multiply natin yung 2 dito sa decimal part. So, 2 times 0.3 equal to 0.6. Then, after that, after natin na-multiply, i-add naman natin ito sa smaller number, yung pang third position. So, pang third position. So, andito po siya, yung 18. So, ibig sabihin, 18 plus 0.6 is equal to 18.6. This is now the actual value, the actual position of decile 3. So, ibig sabihin, nasa 18.6 si decile 3. So, how to interpret this one? Since 3 is 30%, so we have 30 and 70. So, 30% and 70%. So, ibig sabihin, so, third decile means that 30% of the student scored 18.6 points or lower on the quiz. So 30%. Then, while the remaining 70% of the students scored higher than 18.6. Sabihin yung 30 is below, yung 70 is yung above. Okay? So, yun lang po. So, it's very easy only to solve the decile. So, anong unang gagawin po natin? First is locate first saan makikita si given decile, sa nth decile. So, then substitute the given to the formula, then use the Mendenhall or linear interpolation to get the actual location or position ng given decile. Okay, so let us proceed on calculating percentile. So how to calculate percentile? So actually, same lang po siya doon kay quartile and decile. So nagkakaiba lang po dito kasi sa percentile ay divided into 100 equal parts. So same po sa PMK is represent the specified percentile and K means the percentile number from 1 to 99. Again, same method po ang gamitin natin para consistent po ang sagot natin. So let us start with this example. So find the 30th percentile given the scores of 9 students in their mathematics test. So by using the Mendenhall. So what is the first step? Arrange first the given data set from lowest to highest. So let us say po, naka-arrange na po siya from 29 to 54. So next thing to do is hanapin natin saan makikita si 30th percentile. So, substitute lang po natin. Alaman na po natin yung n natin is 9. So, ibig sabihin, 9 plus 1, then multiplied by 30, then divided by 100. So, it becomes 10 times 30 equal to 300, then divided by 100, it becomes third position. So, since it is whole number na po, so no need to round down or round up since exact location po siya. So, hanapin natin na lang si third position, pangatlo. So, 1, 2, 3. So, ibig sabihin, si 38 po yung percentile 30 natin. So, how to illustrate this one? Or how to interpret this one? So, since 30 tayo, so sabihin, we have 30%. So, the other is 70%. Okay, so 30th percentile means that 30% of the students scored 38 points or lower on their mathematics test, while the remaining 70% of the students achieve a score higher than 38 points. Okay, so now, okay, so let us have another example. So by using the linear interpolation, so let us find the 20th percentile of the following set of data. So first thing to do is arrange first the data set from lowest to highest. So this is now the arrangement or in order from lowest to highest. Okay, so next step is find the position. So by using the formula of percentile, substitute lang natin yung K at saka yung N. Yung K natin is 20 and N po natin is 10. So 10 po kasi ito. Then substitute lang po siya. So plus natin inside the parenthesis, which is 10 plus 1 is 11. Then times 20. Then divided by 100, it becomes 2 point second score, which lies between second and third. So, nandito po yung percentile 20. Since may decimal point tayo, so proceed po tayo by using linear interpolation. So, ngayon, paano mag-interpolate? So, since nandito po yung percentile 20 natin, sabihin nasa gitna po siya. In between siya ng 23 and 24. O ngayon, so ano yung step natin? Subtract larger to the smaller. So 24 minus 23 equal to 1. After that is i-multiply natin doon sa decimal point. So decimal point natin is 0.2. So sabihin, 0.2 times 1 is 0.2. So then, after that, i-add natin yung 0.2, yung result, to the smaller number, which is yung second position, which is 23. So, ibig sabihin, 23 plus 0.2 is equal to 23.2. So, that will be our percentile 20. Now, let us interpret the result. So, ibig sabihin, 20th percentile means that 20% of the data values are less than or equal to 23.2, while the remaining 80% of the data values are greater than 23.2. Okay? So, sana po mayroon pa tayong naintindihan sa lesson natin today about decile and. So, if naintindihan po natin yung lesson natin today, so try to answer this lesson activity. So, try to solve this one by finding the decile and percentile by using the method of Mendenhall and linear interpolation. Okay? So, great work today, Math Explorers. Keep shining and stay curious. That's it for today.